But right now, I'm so pleased to welcome in Ben Stein, who is an economist, a former presidential speechwriter, among his many distinguished titles. But Ben also has a brand new book out. It is right here. It is called The Peacemaker, Nixon, the Man, President, and My Friend. Ben Stein, welcome into Newsline today, sir. Such a pleasure.
A pleasure for me as well. Thank you very much.
Well, our viewers will be interested to hear this because your book has a whole chapter about President Nixon's not only support for Israel, but support during the Yom Kippur War, October 7th, when these horrific attacks took place. We know was the anniversary. Tell us a little bit, obviously, about, the historic relevance with Nixon today, how you contrast it with this administration and their appeasement of Iran now in 2023, sir.
Well, in 73, the Arabs, mostly Egypt and Syria, attacked Israel. Israel was, just like this time, caught napping. They were not paying close attention to their borders. The Egyptians got across the Suez Canal, which had been considered impassable. They got up onto the east bank of the Suez Canal. They were making extraordinary progress going into Negev and Sinai, just incredible, unbelievable progress. And the problem for the Israelis was that they usually could stop any invasion with their superb Air Force. They had absolutely pound for pound the best aircraft, Air Force in the world, largely supplied by the U.S., not entirely. Anyway, but this time the Arabs had super good Russian anti-aircraft missiles that could shoot down the Israeli aircraft, and that negated the Israeli advantage, and the Egyptians really could not be stopped, likewise the Syrians. And we knew we had black boxes that could jam these Russian missiles. The Israelis knew it. They begged America to give them these black boxes. The people at the Defense Department wouldn't do it. Nixon said, go ahead and do it. The people at the Defense Department said, no, we're not going to do it. Nixon said, you've got to do it right now. And he held onto the phone and said, I'm not hanging up till I hear the aircraft taking off with those black boxes. They went immediately to Israel. The Israelis knew how to work them. They installed them in their jets, and the anti-aircraft rockets didn't work anymore. And Israel stopped the Arabs, stopped them cold, pushed them back, went around south of the very, very good Egyptian army.
Yeah.
And surrounded Cairo, and are about to take Cairo. Yeah. And the Russians, who were backing Egypt in those days, probably still are, said, we're going to drop in paratroops to fight your army if you don't stop. And Nixon said, if you do that, we're going to DEFCON 2, or maybe it was DEFCON 3, I forget which, which means one step before nuclear war.
It's such a, the book will be a fascinating read, and I think obviously, sadly, so timely for what we're seeing as war is raging. We have pictures up of, southern Israel and northern Israel. One final question, sir. I mean, Nixon, you write about how he called the Israelis the most capable people on earth. We are seeing so much anti-Jew protest here across college campuses in the United States. We had Columbia University now stationing FBI and police, and yes, and so just your reaction to the painful things we're seeing, and the true hate and the celebration of terrorists within our own country. It's hard to watch.
And nausea. It's disgusting. It's nauseating. I can't describe how disgusting it is, but there's always been a strong current of anti-Semitism within the human race. It was largely stopped by the horror we saw when we saw the Holocaust, but it has flared up again. The media is wildly whipping it up. It's a dreadful, horrible thing. Thank God for the Republican Party, which is standing up for Israel. If there were no Republican Party, Israel would be in terrible trouble, and I think Israel would have to use the nuclear bomb to stop the Arabs. I think they were pretty darn close to using it in the 73 war, and thank God they didn't have to, because America saved them. But Nixon, who's called an anti-Semite, risked everything to save Israel. No other American president has ever done that, except Trump was a great friend of Israel.
Well, I know that you were very close with Nixon, and your book will be.
I loved him. Loved him.
And the book really
I loved him.
will display a lot of that, and it is out tomorrow. Ben Stein, thank you so much, sir. It's great to see you, and thank you for joining the program.
It's great to see you. Thank you so very much.
A reminder, folks, the book is called The Peacemaker. It is everywhere books are sold, so make sure you pick it up. Thank you, Mr. Stein.